Hi, you can probably tell by the title of this video that it's not a book video particularly. It is Black Lives Matter. Um, I've been watching, as I'm sure all of you have, the many videos, impassioned, thoughtful, intelligent videos on this subject by both Black booktubers, Black Black YouTubers, by other booktubers as well. Um, and It's one of those things that I guess it's been good because it has sort of nagged at me all week of, you know, um, for me, everyone has to make their own decision. For me, I had to make a video about it. I had to uh, put my put my voice in the conversation, if only obviously in a supporting role. Though in some ways this is going to be a video about me talking about my own lived experience as a white person in Canada who has privilege and my complicity in that, my just general inertia, just general surfing along the wave, like I'm not being harassed by the police, I get all these advantages, um, that that like you don't even really think about. You don't think about as someone who's a white dude who seems straight. You just think, this is how life is, and that's that. I'm as egocentric as a lot of people are. You base how life is on how life treats you, and you know, yes, I have there's troubles and issues in my life, but that's what I use to judge life. And you don't um it unfortunately it takes things like this where everybody everybody you love and respect kind of stands up and starts talking about how wrong this is, that you makes you go, oh, this is something I actually need to do something about, even if it's something as lame as this video, or um, having discussions with people in your life, and kind of hoping together to kind of fumble towards some sort of better understanding, some better way of doing. Um, and it's like, I'm not an activist. I am not. That's the thing. It's like, I am not an activist, and I'm not someone who is affected by how the police treat me. When interactions I've had with the police, it's like, just I keep my head down, yes sir, no sir, and I'm let on my way. And if I based everything on how police treated me, I would think, oh, it's all fine, because I'm a white guy who does not have that interaction. I have had other friends who've had other life experiences that the second a cop goes in the room, I've seen them change. I've seen them viscerally. You can feel that kind of history right there, um, which is something I can't even understand. I mean, it was kind of it obviously had an impact on me, but like, it's like, wow. Anytime that authority figure comes, that's the kind of reaction you have. It's like, that is not something that lives in my super white, very kind of privileged Canadian, my Canadian world, but it is for a lot of other Canadians. Um, so where am I going with this? See, I didn't want to write anything down, because if I wrote anything down, it wouldn't be me. I wouldn't be me rambling. But this is to say that, and I think I've heard this echoed by a lot of the black people who have talked about this, is that, this is great. We're all like activated right now. We're all like, oh, change. But you just wonder, like, how much has to change? How much surface has to change that this all just gets dropped again? Biden beats Trump and Trump is out of office. It's like, oh, suddenly everything's better again. It's like, it's like Trump is a symptom for what's happening in America. He is not. He is the boil on top of all this shit. He is not. He himself is not. It's like, oh, we get rid of Trump and everything is rosy. That is that he is just something that is paining people right now. I mean, obviously, and he wasn't the police force that killed George Floyd. And I look in my own country where we have politicians who make all the right gestures. Oh, they take a knee. Wow, beautiful, proud to be Canadian. It's like, no, they make the right gestures and then they just continue on governing, continue on supporting the practices that oppress a good hunk of our population to keep people like me comfortable and complacent and think, oh, everything must be fine. I can just go back to my regular life again. I think that's one of the reasons why making this video was hard for me. It's like, can I honestly look into the camera and say, wow, this is it. I'm changing my life. Everything will be different. It's like bullshit. I'm like, I am like the majority of people who are sitting in privilege right now, is once our feet are taken away from the fire, there's so much else to do. I have to worry about my job. I have to worry about my family. I have to worry about the coronavirus. There's so many other things. Oh, I can just push this. I can just push this to a side, leaving all the people who know this is their life. This is something that they live with every time a cop comes into the room. They've got to have that. They've got to have that feeling, that kind of, that visceral, that bone deep, visceral centuries of history is there. And I'm just sailing by because, hey, why can't you let this go? Like, oh, let it go. It's in the past. It's like, bullshit. It is right here. So I guess I wanted to just, I'm not going to promise I'm changing my life. I would like to think that, I will try and be a good person. I like to think I will try and push for meaningful change, for actual structural change. Canada, just the privacy laws around how much the police can give out information about interactions with marginalized people is so restrictive that in our country things are kept very quiet. So you only learn about, oh, police shot this person or stuff like that. You don't actually learn the details about stuff until many, many years later. And it's like, oh, well, things have changed since, and our prime minister took a knee, and oh, we're all fine now. It's like, meaningful structural change, not symbolic changes, not bullshit videos by clueless dudes on the internet. But I guess I wanted to record that. That is my contribution to this, is just that's what I have, and I'm sorry I don't have more. And fuck me. Thank you to the activists. Thank you to the people who are holding people like me, my feet to the fire about shit like this. Because without the agitators, without the shit disturbers, polite, quiet people like myself would just keep on going along, supporting this stuff. So voting for politicians who make empty gestures, and I mean that from the very left to the very right, empty gestures. There needs to be meaningful change, and I guess my only thing is to try and educate myself to discern between bullshit and actual meaningful steps that would perhaps pull this apart and address what has happened in our history in Canada, in my province. You know, concrete, meaningful change. Yeah. Thank you for your time if you bothered to watch me make this video.